Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'll be doing a review on my Louis Vuitton Neverfull in a size MM in a Damier Ebene print. Wow. So even after 10 years, even after all this time, I still can't get over of how beautiful this is. I mean, hands down to its beautiful craftsmanship on this Neverfull, guys. I mean, I considered this as one of my very first, I think this is my very first Damier Ebene print in my collection. Even though I have to admit that the Damier Ebene has never been my favorite print, even though that the Ebene actually is older than the classic monogram canvas, even though that I'd say this is the very first print that Louis Vuitton has ever created, I'm still not too crazy about it. But because of the look of it, because of the mainly reason why I purchased this, it's because my very first Louis Vuitton bag in my collection is Speedy, which has the vaqueta leather. And wow, at the beginning it's so beautiful. It started to patina. It's even prettier. And when I got watermark and stained, I totally dislike it. But it's only good at the beginning, so I decided to get my second purse from Louis Vuitton, and I got the one in the Damier Ebene print with this cowhide leather right here. And wow, look at her right now. So she is 10 years old, and I believe at that time I paid around, I'm not even 100% sure, but I paid $800 for this. And is it worth it after 10 years? Definitely worth it. It is worth every penny. This is one of the purse that I will highly recommend it. And if I have given an opportunity to purchase this, I would rebuy it. I'm not gonna even think twice to purchase this again. So anyway, so this is in a size MM right here. Wow, the canvas, guys. Even, I mean, when I first got this, the canvas is still, of course, when it's brand new, the canvas is still a little bit stiffer, and also the purse itself has the structure. So I remember back in the day when I got this, I was at the store and I asked I said, I think this one is cute. I think I'll purchase this. So she went in her stock room and showed me the brand new ones with, of course, sometimes you get an option to purchase the one that is the floor model. It's up to you. Or the one that was just new. So when she first came out, when she came back from the stock room with the brand new ones, it was folded. Back in the day, I didn't really like the look. I didn't like the crease on the side. I have never liked the crease at all. I don't even know why the purse is being folded, but it is what it is. Especially with the Speedy also. They fold that as well. I have never liked the crease. But with this one, I saw the floor model and said, why is it the floor model didn't have the crease? So I told her, can I purchase this? I mean, I don't need to worry about the crease. I don't need to correct the crease or whatsoever. This one is more than perfect to me. And I said, yes, you could definitely do that. So I got the one that does not have a crease at all, because when you first purchase, they folded it like this. It was being folded, and I didn't like the crease on the side. So anyway, okay, let me start with the major wear and tear of this bag. So this bag, after 10 years, even after 10 years, it's holding up pretty well. But the only cons that I could think of for this beauty right here is that the handle. I mean, when I first got the purse, I was so worried that I couldn't even wait for this strap right here to soften, because it's still a little bit, it is really stiff when I first got this. So what I did is, like, I put a moisturizer or conditioner, and for that I used to I put that one right here, over here, to soften it a little bit every week. Until, I mean, I didn't not to the point of like submerge this to the moisturizer, but I just put the moisturizer over here so that when you wear it, when there's, like, of course, with the handle right here, it would create this constant pressure from using, wearing. And you know, when I first got this, it's really stiff, and I didn't really want it to start like cracking right away, because, you know, like this one right here, constant pressure, definitely that was causing the crease right here. And if it is not really like right now, as you guys can see right here, you could see that it is cracking right here. See that right here? See, it is cracking. So that was just, I am so worried when I first got this, because it is stiff, and this is this shiny version of the cowhide leather. But right now, I'm just gonna show you this one. So this is with the brand new ones right here. This is the cowhide leather trim. At the beginning, it is really stiff. You see, this is the clochette that I got from my Alma, and I requested for a brand new one, and look, it is very stiff. And yeah, when I first got it, it is stiff. I'm so worried about it, so I just put a little bit of like moisturizer to soften or to condition the leather. So that's what I did. So anyway, look at the rim right here, guys. So this one is lined right here, so you guys can see right here. This one is made up of cowhide leather. Okay, so the rim right here is actually made up of cowhide leather trim. Okay, just gonna show you a closer look of the cowhide leather trim in here. And wow, I must say that it is holding up pretty well. There might be some scuff right here. Let me show you right here, but that is just part of the normal wear and tear. Okay, I did not see any peeling at all. I did not see any sort of like major issues with the trim right here. Not at all. Like I've mentioned earlier, the major issues that I have with this bag is the handle, where you will get the constant pressure from using it or wearing it. Right there. Right there on the other side as well. So you see. Okay. So this one right here. So when you open the purse, it has a very large and wide opening. Love it. Another con on this beauty right here is that there's no zipper to secure your belongings inside. Okay, well, even though that this one has a whole hook closure right here, I never used it. I never used the hook closure. And even with that, you still could not secure your purse because anybody could just slip in their hand right here inside and take your belongings. Obviously, never used it. So let's take a look at the interior. Okay. Wow. The interior is very clean. Even before, when I got this, even before that the organizer is not very popular, I always put some sort of like pouch inside to protect the interior. And when I don't use it, I always put a stuffing to retain its beautiful structure right here. So that's what when I've never used it, because back in the day I have several purses that I use it to rotate, and even that I have used this purse like almost every single day for a year, and it's still looking pretty. The structure is still beautiful. And also, I think I have stopped using this a couple of years ago. That's because I am so worried that right here, the handle, I'm so worried about the handle would rip in time from constant pressure. So that's the only reason. And now I don't use this tote anymore. But yes, definitely worth every penny, guys. So with if like I said, if I was given an opportunity with the price that I paid years ago, I'd get one. But right now, this one is priced as $2,030. That's before tax. And I am not even sure with the quality, with the craftsmanship that they have right now, if the canvas would still be the same. I mean, I expect, really to be honest, to see some cracking on the canvas after all this time. I expect that the bottom side right here, where, yeah, constantly you get those rub right here. There's a little bit of like, yeah, rubbing right here on the side. On this side, it isn't too bad. It isn't too bad at all. I was so worried that if I keep using this, the canvas would started to thin out, and you'll be able to see through the red interior. But as far as looking at it right now, it's holding up nicely. It's holding up beautifully right here. Okay. Wow. And also, the purse itself came in with this 2 cinch side lace right here. Never used it. Never tried to cinch my bag. I don't know. I didn't like the look of when you cinch it. I don't know, for some reason. I'm not too crazy about it. And also, another thing that I like about this bag is very light. It's such a lightweight bag, and a very minimal hardware, which has a gold hardware. Okay. And this one right here, the interior, it has some hardware right there, which is actually gold. And here's my organizer right here to keep its shape. Okay, so even without the organizer though, still the structure is still there. It still has this beautiful structure. Even though on the side started to slouch right here, I'm not too worried about it. Why? Because she's 10 years old. It's a part of it's a normal wear and tear though. Right here. And then the canvas. Wow. With the canvas, I try to moisturize it with the canvas moisturizer once every month. That's what I did on this canvas right here. It is looking very clean. It is very shiny, and that's what I usually do with all my purses. I condition them. You just have to put like not even a pea size of a conditioner. So I just put a little bit and just work my way towards the canvas right here. So yeah, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. And obviously there is no feet. Even without the feet, I didn't see any fading at the bottom side of it. Okay, right here. So let's go back to the interior of the bag. The bag is very, very clean. This one came in with the flat zipper right here. And it seems like the zipper right here, it's not made up of fabric though, but it's made up of this wipeable material. It's still clean. Never used that part right there. I got the one that is made in France. Right there. Wow. The hardware is still very shiny though. Never clean it. I've never cleaned the hardware with Brasso. Never touch it. Moving on this side corner right here, there is nothing on this side corner. Nothing in this side corner. Wow. I love this interior lining, guys. I think this is the cerise red color. And I know yeah, it is a cerise red color. I'm not sure if, yeah, the cherry is a little bit like lighter. The rose ballerine is obviously, it's more of like a pink color. But this is my favorite color of the interior. With the stripe and the monogram flower pattern right there. Wow. It is a textile lining that actually helps retain the structure of the purse. Okay. Right here. And also, before I forget, guys, this one came in with a removable pouch. And I find the pouch not useful at all. I am not a fan of it. I didn't like it. So I sold it years ago. Did I regret it? No. But it feels like this one, it feels like right now, this Neverfull is not being discontinued, but you can only purchase it through the waitlist system or in store if they have it in stock. And when you go to the website, it says right here, it's unavailable, it's out of stock. The only way to get this is to get notified. So if you want to sign out with the notify me. And I was thinking of like asking my essay to get that little pouch, just for the sake of having it, really. But I personally think that pouch is not useful at all. I sold it years ago. I did not regret it because I couldn't find any use in it. I just didn't really like it, you know. I'm not just a fan of it. So I use other pouches that's even better, that could hold a lot of things. For that one, it's just a really flat pouch. It is removable, you know, so I'm not really too crazy about it. So anyway, overall, for this beauty right here, beautiful, hands down to its beautiful craftsmanship. Very, very happy with how this bag would hold up even after 10 years. With its value, very reasonable price. Back in the day, I found it really expensive, but I know I purchased this. It's one of on my paycheck. I was very happy when I got it. And even then, I did not baby my purse. I used this. I mean, the only time I remember that I remember with this purse is when I put it on the floor while I was traveling on a plane. Of course, with your carry-on bag, you have to put this on the floor. But that's the only time that I remember, because I never ever put my purses on the floor. Never. That is such a no-no to me. I paid so much money in my purse and I'm just gonna lay it on the floor? No, I don't think so. That's not gonna happen in a million years anymore. So anyway, that is the only time that I remember that is the con of using this bag as a hand carry bag when you are traveling. It's like you have no choice. You gotta have to put it in front of your seat right on the floor. But maybe you got an option as well to just, put it in your lap. But that might be uncomfortable, especially if you stuff this. So that's the only time that I remember I put this one on the floor. But right now, she is staying in my collection. I have never used it, just to protect the handles. I could replace the handles. That is not a problem. But because I just really wanted to keep everything, the original look, the original leather in it, and that's the only reasons why. And so far, I have no complaints at all. So far, it's definitely worth every penny. And if you're considering adding this in your collection or purchasing this, go for it. Go for it. But I know the size MM is $2,030 at the moment. You could always find this in a secondhand market, in a pre-loved market, and in such a reasonable price. Definitely, if you're into saving money, like I said, the craftsmanship and the quality that they have years and years ago are impeccable. They're awesome. They're excellent. So yeah, very happy with my Neverfull MM. No complaints, despite of the handles are cracking. It is normal. It is a part of wear and tear. I did not see any sort of the stitching that started to unravel. I have never seen, because I dissected this purse before I did my vlog, so I could point out what would be the problem or to look out on this beauty right here. Overall, I'd say 10 over 10. Highly recommended. This purse is one of the most copy or counterfeit purse from Louis Vuitton. I wouldn't be surprised. Because it's definitely serve its purpose. It is a Neverfull bag that you could just put everything in here. Okay? And I was debating, really, like right now, I wanted to buy the GM and the PM, but I think the size MM is a perfect size. PM is too small for me. GM is too big for me. And the MM is just a perfect size, personally. Okay, but I might look around. But then again, like I said, this one, you could only purchase this right now through the waitlist system, and I wouldn't be surprised that the price for this Neverfull on the second-hand market might skyrocket, or it might be a little bit more than the normal price prior to their announcement that you could only purchase this to the waitlist system. So yeah, so highly recommend it. 10 over 10, and that was, no BS for that rate, because I am so happy that You know, I find a lot of uses on this, and look at it right now. It's still holding up beautifully, nicely. The leather trim, the canvas especially, it might be a little bit soft right now, but it still has this beautiful structure, you know. And I'm not expecting it to stay stiff because you've been using it, and beautiful. The interior, the red interior, it's like, it's definitely my weakness because red is also one of my favorite color. So anyway, highly recommend her. Very happy to have her in my collection. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.